Good morning and welcome to another wonderful day in Aska. In the last episode we got our iron working up and running, went to the mine, got the iron, made some nice tools. So we have a nice nice iron wood axe for chopping wood there, which now allows us to harvest the birch trees. We have, in between episodes, I've done a little bit more, so I've got a couple more tools. So we now have an iron skinning knife, which replaces the stone knife that we made in the first episode. We also have a crude iron pickaxe, which replaces our big stone pickaxe that we used to get into the mine in the first place. With that, we can now get the iron deposits that are further into the mine. Now, I've recorded a couple of clips in between episodes, and here's my confession. The difference between just playing a game and playing a game while thinking about recording it. We have, in 20 days, the invasion coming. What I should have been doing is getting my defences up and running so that I can defend against the invasion. But because my head was thinking about what I need to do in each episode and things like that, normally in the game I'd have just gone straight on it. Because I'm thinking about recording, I did all those extra little bits, and I should have just been getting on with getting my defences up and running. So that is what we're going to do today. So Spotless Poppy in the comments for the last episode, not far off. Guessed that I was going to get my military built up a bit, but we need to get our defences up and running first, and then we can get some more people in and get those on training. But we need to start this out. So if you go into your build menu, you have defences. So we've got gates, fences, and different watchtowers that we've got. We've used the watchtower before to just kind of cheat to get some of the little rocks moved out of the way. We're actually going to build a couple for real now. So we know the attack's coming from over there. That big glowing blue circle is the invasion spawner. So we want to put some defences over here. So we'll put a tower there. We also need to get some walls up. And we're going to get attacked by wolves. Go away, wolf, I'm trying to record. So, start with, in here, we've got gates, fences, watchtowers that we've just built. So with the gates, let's get a hedge gate in. These are fairly expensive, because they need logs, 2 logs and 5 long sticks, so they're fairly expensive to build for the gate, but they are fairly strong. So let's put a gate in here so we can get out, which is always a good thing. Set that to build. For the fences, again, the flimsy fence is just sticks and rope. The hedge wall, which is a lot more substantial, again, it's a log, 2 sticks, plus the other stuff. But these are a lot better. Now if you look, you've got an arrow and some blocks, which you can add on to these, which you can't with the flimsy fence so much. So what we want to do is get that there, and again it's just L to build the same thing again. And if you look, you've got a green pillar right by where the other spike is. That will connect to that side. So you want to keep just getting those connected. Again, you can rotate using the Q and E keys. when I get one of these fully built, I will show you the add-ons, but for now we just need to get this wall in place. So I will carry on doing this and I will get back to you imminently. Right, so that's our fences halfway around our village. You can see the other half on that side as well. Now the AI is clever enough that it will just try and run round the defences if we get them all built in time. But we can see which way they're going and then hopefully head them off. I should have, again I'm hoping, a smoker horn by then so that I can call the militia to me. Let's see if I've got one. No, we haven't. Can I up the priority on that? Because I would really like one of those. No, it doesn't let you move one of those up. So, they've built the gate. Let's get some of these walls queued up as well. I find that when you queue these up, queue being the operative term because you use the Q key to pin the recipe, they tend to build them a little quicker. Now, I think 5 is as many as you can have queued. Yes, it is. So, oops, I need water and food, both of which we should have. And it's gone dark again. Have we got any food in our cookhouse? Yes, we have. We've got plenty. So we'll eat some of that soup and we'll have a compote as well. But like I say, the defences are fairly expensive as far as resources go. Right, so while it's dark, I'm quickly going to run around and get some more Jotun stones. I need some extra bits and pieces as well because we need to get more beds in the house and get some more villagers in. So while it's dark, I will quickly do that. So while they're doing this, I will put in the clips of the extra bits that I recorded between sessions. There was a couple of minor bits that I got sidetracked with when I should have been building defences. So I will add those in now, and hopefully when we come back, some more of our defences will have been built. Right, quick journey down the mines. I missed in the last episode, there was a notification came up that our miner was getting attacked. So, I've showed you before going into the mine. Just grab some water. There we go. And taking out the walls. As you get further in, let's just equip our axe and shield just in case. It opens out into a cavern. And inside you have these crawler spawn. Now you normally get 2 or 3 of these down here that will attack your miner. These crawl eggs you get all sorts of goodies from. So the stuff you need to make the explosives that I keep going on about to remove the rocks come from these crawler eggs. So again, you use your knife to harvest these. And then you get crawler slime. You can get maggots and all sorts of things out of these. We just got crawler slime. Let's try this one. I wonder how you get a splinter from attacking an egg. Doesn't sound particularly harsh to So there we get a crawler maggot, which we can use as food. Don't really fancy that myself, but you know, you never know. And some more crawler slime. This cage looking thing is the thing that spawns the crawlers. So what you can do is, if you equip your pickaxe, you can destroy these. See if an index does it quicker. It does. And that should stop these crawler spawn from coming back to and respawning. So our miner's doing quite a good job down here, opening up all these different caverns and passageways. These can lead to a bigger, deeper cave. That you can that has a boss in the bottom. The iron deposits down here you have to have an iron pickaxe for. You can't do it with the normal stone pickaxe. You've got to have an iron one. But you should have got enough iron from getting down here and taking out these walls that you can you've got enough to get that as a thing. Once you've got your stop that flash. Once you've got your carpenter hut up and running. What has our villager been making? Nothing there yet. What are they going to make with that? Hopefully. I draw a knife. So we will take that. Right. With the hardwood sticks, if we take them over to our carpentry saw, we can deposit that there. If we go to split the wood with our axe in place, we get wooden shafts. Which we can put in there. If we want the pillars and logs and things from the hardwood log, if we put it on this side and press Q, again it uses the axe, and that gives us wooden planks, which we can only carry one at once of. Where do they go? Up there. So again, it's 2 planks per log, 2 shafts per stick. On the other side, if we take our log, if we have the draw knife on us, which we do, we can place that on there. We mount the log and use the draw knife and this is stripping the bark off the logs. So it gets to the flat side, you press R to rotate and do it again. Again, it's gone flat, so we rotate. So it's not doing anything again, so we rotate. That should be the last side. This will give us a beam. Again, we can take and we can put somewhere in here. There we go. Goes up there with the planks. So now we've got that up and running. What we can do is we'll put that draw knife in there. And we can, if we open this again, as with other tasks, we want to add. So there's the weaver stuff on one side. We now have the carpentry side as well. So we want 4 of those. 4 of those. We'll have 8 of those. Oops, not actually been saving those, have I? So 4 of those. 4 of those. 8 of those. 4 of those. So our workshop here will now start producing the advanced wooden items that we need to expand and increase our buildings. Right, one of the things I want to get done today, while the building's going on behind me, as you can see the walls are actually starting to get built, is I wanted to upgrade the Eye of Odin here. If we look at it, at the moment we have 2 out of 2 for our militia. Now once we get the smoker horn organised, when we can call them to us, we could do with a couple more. And one way to do that is to upgrade the Eye of Odin. Now, I keep checking our storage here. No, still not got one. I've probably got between an hour and a half and 2 hours worth of footage on the cutting room floor where I've been trying to get one of those myself and completely failed. But we do need one as soon as we can. So hopefully our hunters will get on the ball and get the jobs done. So, back to the Eye of Odin. To upgrade it, we need 4 stones, 5 Jotun stones, and 2 sticks. Now we've got some Jotun stones on us. We've got 3 there, and we've got 5 in there already. So we'll take those out just now, because we have a full complement of villagers at the moment. I've got a couple more in. We've got 20 now. So I don't need to call any more villagers just this minute. So let's get this done while we're waiting for that. So we'll build that, add those in. Now sticks should be fairly easy. There'll be dozens of them just dotted around the landscape. He says completely failing to find any. There will be some down there. Although we are using lots and lots and lots of sticks for our defense walls at the moment. So let's put those in there, and we need, let's cue that so I know what we need. 4 stones. Just get those from the mine. As the sun sets, this has now been upgraded. So we'll stick those stones in. If we look now, we can have 5 militia, which all help. So let's find who we've got. So those are the 2 we've got on at the moment, our miner and our barbecuer. We should have some more warriors. Axe work is always good. Retired warrior. Bowman. So that's our 5 out of 5. So again, we can upgrade that again. With the next upgrade, we can also recall some of the villagers that we got lost. So some of the villagers that we had earlier that died through the Draugr attacks and the starved to death in the winter, we can actually summon those back with all their skills and everything back as they were with the next upgrade, but we're not ready for that just yet. So that's that done. Our walls are starting to come together. We also have our watchtower built. Oh, water. I could always do that while I'm here. Right, so it's middle of the night, so it's a bit dark, but I'll lighten that up in editing as usual. So I was going to say about the walls. Now that we've got some of these built, we can have a look at the upgrades. So if we go into this now, we can upgrade it to a plank wall, which is really expensive, with nails, beams and planks, which are made by the carpenter that we showed a little bit earlier in the episode. We can also put in these hedge spikes, which just use sticks and large stones. Build one of those. If you look, it puts some spikes at the bottom and a spike rail on the top of the wall, which again gives you a nice defence. That's why when we're building it, let's just cue one of those up so you can see it again. The arrow goes to the inside, and the little green boxes on the outside are where the spikes are going to be. So again, when you're building your defences, just remember that the arrow goes to the inside, otherwise your spikes are on the wrong side of the wall. So that's the wall. I'm going to cancel that just now. Cancel. Oh, I keep pressing cancel. Confirm. There you go. The same with the gate. We can upgrade the gate as well. And again, that uses a lot of the carpentry stuff. So the posts and beams, and planks, nails. But it turns it into a big gate. Now further on, when we're getting bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger attacks, those will be invaluable. But for now, we can't really afford those resources. I'd rather just get the hedge walls up and running for our defences. Now we've got 18 days left. We have done quite a lot of this already. I say we've got the gate, quite a few of the walls built, but we will need more of that done. So between episodes I'm going to try and get a lot more of that done, so that we have the defences up and running. We've got more militia now. Hopefully in that time our hunters will have got us a shulker horn, and we can put that to the test and show you how that works. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it there. It's quite a short episode, unfortunately, I'm afraid. But we've got quite a lot organised this episode. So we've got our defences started. We have upgraded our Eye of Odin and increased our militia size. We've also had a look at a couple of bits from in between this episode and the previous one that I missed, with the mine, showing the expanded mine and how the carpenter hut works. Now that we're getting those resources, we can start to upgrade our buildings as well. We've also got a couple more tools. So we've got the iron pickaxe and things now, which just make life so much better. But yeah, so that's it for today. Like I say, between episodes I will do a bit more on the defences, hopefully get those up and running and preparing for the invasion, which is, like I say, 18 days and counting. But we're getting there. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheerio!